What's going on, everybody? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to break down what you are and my name, or what I go by, is Fizz. And I'm going to give you simplicity, simple, because it's actually very easy to understand, and hopefully this is only going to resonate for older people, so to speak. It probably won't necessarily resonate for a teenager or a kid. But here we go. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter the age, but there's a certain understanding when it comes to it. So simply, before you came into existence, before you came into this body, your mind, it's almost like a metaphysical thing. You know you have a brain, you know you have a head, you know you think, but I'm just naming all these words that mean the same thing because most people think they're the body, they get hurt, they want to have sex at a certain age, and it ravages them, meaning it doesn't stop, it almost antagonizes them because it's a pull. And certain other things like love for food, like an addiction to food almost. The foods that are today. And just certain activities in life. That's not to say you can't enjoy these activities. But it's about the addiction. It's about your desires. So beyond all this, simply put, you are a thought. The manifestation of your body in this whole reality that we live in all of reality, all of the universe. God we can say is nothing, where everything sparks from. Something comes from nothing. We manifested this reality simply off the power of the thought. We didn't have necessarily a body, quote unquote, because it doesn't even matter, because what the build up, the architect, the archistructure of this reality comes from her thought. And I can prove it to you. So we got this beautiful lamp here. And I've been loving lamps recently. They were never in my life. I recommend you get one. So anyways, I just always have a problem getting the picture that I want with me in it, with also getting the surroundings in it, basically. So your thought dictate the whole world. You came into this life just because of a desire. It wasn't because of a body. That's despicable. Your whole life, everything you do, is because you think something about it. Then you develop an impression, and there is an imprint. You could say your DNA, but this is non-material, non-physical matter, metaphysical, so to speak. You can't see this energy that's going on. But your thought, did you ever think of someone and then you seen them, or they called, or you just had a thought and you made it into a reality? That's because that's how this world works. We all came from a thought. It's very powerful. We are not told about the powers of ourself because it's hidden. But that's why we're here, to discover this. So your thought manifests your whole entire world. Everything you do, it's because you think something about it. People aren't acting out of intuition. Very few people are. So I'm not even gonna go there, but we will touch on, just real quick, when you have no thought, there lies just intuition. You're not thinking about something. It's easier said than done. But it's not that hard. So, your thought, this is like your brain too. I swear I'm going to draw a perfect circle every time, then the board moves. So your thought is you're just sending out signals. Forget the body. Forget the spiritual body. Forget the tongue, the perceptions, the taste, touch, feel, smell, hear, seeing. Seeing is one of the biggest temptations. Because you're just this thought. You are literally a thought. Everything you do, think about it. It's because you have a thought. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. Doesn't matter how it tastes. It doesn't matter what you see. Though this could affect, all of these can affect the mind. Again, you are living in the mind. All your expressions, everything you feel, more importantly, that you feel about things. I'm not talking actually feel it. How you feel about something. Oh, I feel sorry for this person. Oh, I feel grief for this. I feel I don't like this. I really love this. I want to have sex. I want to have sex again. They're all stemming from this inner mind. This inner mind right here. Once you understand that your thoughts, all your commands from your body are coming from your thoughts. You're just not aware of it. Your desires are why we came into this world, because you desire something from a metaphysical standpoint, which is your mind. But it's more so a thought. It's not necessarily, it's invisible. You know what I mean? You don't see your mind. You don't see your thoughts necessarily. And so here we go, around and around and around in this circle. We're stuck in a cycle. All Earth is. It's just a cycle that we keep going in, because once we complete another desire, we have another desire. The way to escape this, escape Earth, and be one with God, the Almighty, and you can experience this on earth, is to not have any desires. As soon as you have no desires, your thought, we'll just say your existence, your thought, when there's nothing there, it goes up. It leaves reality. It can't hold on to this dense material reality because your thought is formless. It's an energy. It can't be seen. It's also hard to express and hard to tell somebody this, if you can tell. So you are just a thought. Forget everything else. Get control of your thoughts. This is why some people meditate, whether they know this or not. They want to become aware of the thoughts, because people are like, oh, I want a lollipop. They'll be like, oh, I want sex. Because sex is like one of the strongest pullings of this world, because it's built into our system. Oh, I want to have sex, so I'm going to have sex, I'm going to have sex, I'm going to have sex. Which is not a problem. There's nothing wrong about these. But then, let's just say you had sex. Let's say you had that lollipop. Let's say you've seen that movie. Well, then you the next day, you want to have sex again. You have that desire. I'm here to cut off the desire. You want to cut off the desire, because that desire is never going to end. It's a trick in the matrix to sustain us here, to bring us here, to fool us. That's why everyone's stuck in the karma, the cause and effect, the samsaras, the cycles of this earth. We keep just recycling. Your whole life is a pattern, and it's just a pattern of the bigger picture, but it's up to you, the game, to beat the game, to crack the game. You can't really beat the game, you have to crack the game. And that's to lose all your thoughts or all your desires. That does not mean you can't have sex. You can't have fun. But it's more so of an intuition than it is a thought about it. So most people, their addiction is to their thoughts. It's actually not hard to do this. But in contrary, it is hard to do this for most people. And there's ways which that I give, but I'm not going to give you ways right now, because you don't even know about this. Why would I give you ways when you have no clue about this? Because the world that we're in, they're all stuck in thought. So I have to give them thoughts to recognize their thoughts, their awareness. So most people are just having a thought that's not even their thought. They're just thought, especially young children, when they have short attention, because we need attention. They and everyone's trying to take your attention away. So you become somewhat of a robot, but you're just like jumping from one thing to one thing, thinking about one thing. You're always thinking, you're thinking. The whole world's on this intellectual mind thing. The age of information that they say doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can just go around and see everyone's stuck in a thought. Who's out there living joyously? Like just jumping around, having fun. God is fun. God is joy. But when you have a desire comes from the mind. A true thought, we can say, is intuition. So your thought will block your intuition, especially if you're up here all the time. Intuition, and this is just mean like I'm just going on the top right here, as I always do, but usually it's like answer. Intuition starts from the root chakra, the basis of our reality, or fundamental, and it goes up to no thought, basically. But most people are stuck in their thought, and their energies are misconstruing how they're actually supposed to feel. You can never think and feel existence at the same time. So most of the world is stuck in thoughts, and it's very easy to see this. But an average person's not going to see this. You know what I mean? Maybe they will, but on contrary, not really. So your thought again is what makes this whole reality. It's what literally made you. It's like a manufacturer, a manuscript, a transcript that you made the whole body before you came here. It was all pre-planned from a thought, from the power of your thought, that you came here. More so, desires are going to be the biggest thing. You have desires that you're not fulfilling, or that you need to drop because you keep going after the same desires. There's nothing wrong with filling a desire. The problem is people just don't stop with their desires. So do you see, if you never stop with your desires, you're going to keep running in a cycle. You're going to die, then come to life again, so to speak, because of these desires. Enlightened people like Jesus, Buddha, a pastor, a guru, anyone else around Ram Dass, Alan Watts, anyone else in the spiritual realm, so to speak, Eckhart Tolle, there's a lot of names out there. But what's going on is, see, even if you go to a different universe, if you die and go to an alien universe, you still have thoughts and desires. These aliens and all this stuff. They're no better they're no better than us. We're all made from the same source. They are stuck in thought too, and you can tell. You can tell when someone's stuck in it. But it does take like an expert, usually an enlightened being or someone who's about to be enlightened to get there. So it doesn't matter where you go. And what I was saying about all these people, Alan Watts, Ram Dass, you can be an alcoholic basically and not have a desire to drink alcohol. You can, because you're doing it out of fun. But I don't want to. That's hard. That's really confusing the people. Oh, is it a desire, or is it what I really want to do? Well, I don't know. What do you really want to do? And how many times are you going to really do what you really want to do? It comes never ending. These people like Jesus and Buddha and all these great gurus, so to speak, they don't have desires. That's why we love them. It automatically clings. Everything clings to it. The whole world. Not just animals or people. The whole environment clings to it because it is existence. The prime of existing and experiencing these, when you don't, that's why these people, why everyone comes to it. Because, it clouds. So when you have thoughts, it clouds it and makes it dark. So these people are very magnetic in nature. They're not trying to be necessarily. It's just happening at an evolutionary standpoint. In fact, the last evolution would be no thought. That's all I had for today. Thanks for tuning in.